I'm back for another live stream. Sorry that I missed um, the last week's live stream. We were celebrating my youngest son, his birthday, and so we were not able to make that. We took him to Universal Studios. I'm gonna have that vlog coming up soon, but yeah, I definitely vlogged everything, and that's gonna be on our family channel. But yeah, so I am here. I'm back and talking about the Super Mom Myth book. I just want to ask if anyone is here, how you're doing. Let me go ahead and open up the chat. And yeah, I appreciate all of the support. It is fall season. So thankful for that because it has been hot here in Florida, y'all. So yeah, the tourism is slowing down a little bit, which is really nice because we can drive places without getting stuck in too much traffic. And school has started back, so it's just a nice time. I love the fall and the spring. I love summer too for being able to go to the beach and stuff. But as far as weather, spring and fall are my favorite seasons. I wanted to ask what your favorite seasons are, and if you leave a comment down below about that as well. But yeah, so we discussed chapter 2 in the Supermom Myth book and the previous live stream, and they were talking about um, the dirty vid- the dirty villain. Let's see, what was the name of the dirty villain in chapter 2? And I hope y'all can hear me with the hopefully y'all can hear me with the fan going because I roller set my hair. This is actually what, day 3 now. I roller set it the first day, and I have that. I vlogged that process, so I'll show that to y'all if y'all are interested. I'm gonna try to have a vlog out today, but I roller set my hair just in like a day, and it just got really poofy. I don't know if it was the rain or whatever, but my hair will poof up in a minute when it's like raining, when I get too hot, get too nervous. In these live streams, I definitely am getting nervous in front of y'all and let y'all know. So I got my fan going. So if anyone could like tell me if you can like hear the fan or if the fan is like overpowering me, let me know that as well so that I can make sure that y'all hear me. But y'all, I need this fan. I need this fan with this natural hair. But once I slept in it and slept in the rollers, the silicone rollers, um, my hair like did a lot better with maintaining the curl because I had put the silicone rollers in at first when I first did my hair and just blow dried it really quick because I just wanted a really quick style, and it was super frizzy, super poofy. It was still cute, but once I slept in it overnight, the curls are definitely maintaining its form, and I'm not quite ready to comb them out today. But yeah, this is a really nice protective style if y'all are interested in that. I love these silicone rollers. I love these rollers. Um, and yeah, for a quick style, the Dyson is really nice when you roll them up in that silicone because silicone doesn't melt. Um, and then blow dry it is really nice on your hair. So yeah, that's a quick style. But yeah, in chapter 2, we were talking about the grouch on the couch, and yeah, just recognizing when your Incredible Hulk comes out, your is it ultra or ultra ego? I'm not really sure which one it is. But whenever that ego comes out, that's not you. For me, mine, I call her vicious. Um, Definitely when parenting, my baby boy, he is not feeling good, and so he's not at school today. So if y'all hear that, he is coughing back there, giving him some soup and some medicine and some um, just different things to help him feel better. So that's what's been going on. Hi, Darnell. That's what's been going on here. But yeah, talking about that grouch on the couch, y'all, she ain't no joke. And I definitely recognized when mom was coming out following my parenting. Um, and just being able to reflect these past couple of weeks and like noticing and how I've been like working on like pivoting that, especially in the nighttime when I'm tired. In the mornings I'm good, during the day I'm good. It's just when I'm getting tired, the kids are getting tired, it just gets really chaotic and I can lose my cool a lot quicker. So just like some things I've been doing to try to like, pivot my way away from that is my sons actually have been doing this, which is really nice. They'll put in like kid worship, kid music, so it puts you back in that space where you're like resting and relying on God. So I like listening to their little kid music, kid worship music. So that's been helping me like to remember, how to relax and, be a good example for them as their mom, and how Christ has called me to be their mom, and not losing it or being that vicious person that can come out once I'm tired. Another thing is like working out. I needed to do that anyway, y'all. I am 7 months postpartum and I no longer have an excuse. So, yeah, I've been working out and that's been helping to relieve some of that stress as well. Um, what else? What else? Yeah, but just the really like cool point that soup like really helped me was just noticing that Grouch on the couch is coming out. Like noticing that she can come out, and just trying to find those different ways that I can relieve that stress and be there for my kids instead of letting her out and attacking everybody. So yeah. Yep, that has been that. Let's see, chapter 3. So chapter 3 is about the worrying woman. And the evil powers are fear, worry, overprotecting, and controlling. And then they talk about the different kryptonites for this villain. And it's Timothy chapter 1, verse 7, Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 9, Proverbs chapter 4, verse 23, Proverbs 28, verse 26, James chapter 1, verse 5, Psalms chapter 139, verse 1 through 6, Proverbs chapter 3, verse 13 through 18, Proverbs chapter 1, verse 8 through 9, Romans chapter 8, verse 38 through 39. Hi, Josh. Thank you so much. Hi, Aaliyah. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Being a mom is such a blessing. Matthew chapter 6, verse 39, and Psalms chapter 37, verse 5. I guess one point that she says is, therefore, we teach our kids to be cautious, but do they also know how to be brave? And then chapter Timothy chapter 2, second Timothy chapter 1, verse 7 says, the spirit God gave us does not make us timid, but gives us power, love, and self-discipline. And then I'm going to read this snippet. It says, in recent years, I've come to realize the phrase be careful can do more harm than good. Yes, we want to instill a sense of awareness in our children, and it is our duty as parents to nurture and protect to a certain degree. But isn't it also our job to empower our children, to provide them a launch pad for which they'll jump into their skins God designed them for them? Our next enemy is the worry woman. The worry woman can choke the life from both parents and child faster than any other dirty villain we face. Worry inhabits the ability to enjoy our children, and it instills in our kids a sense of fear that hinders them from exploring behind their parents' emotional confines. I should have read this before I went to Universal Studios. Do you enjoy worrying? I sure hope not. Does it make you feel strong? More likely, it weakens your spirit. So why would you personally impart this same debility on your children? And so it says, say be careful more than you say. Do you say be careful more than you say, I believe in you? Pray for your children's safety more than you pray for their character. Fear the world more than you trust God. So I don't know. Like when I had my kids and when I first like discovered being pregnant with them, um, like especially my first one, because my first baby, I had a miscarriage, and so that was super scary. And I was really young when I first got pregnant. Um, I had my first son at 21, so I think I miscarried at like 20, 19, 20. Um, I miscarried. And so when I got pregnant with my son that's here, my oldest, it was really hard for me. I was super scared because that was such a traumatic experience, finding out that I was pregnant with my first that is in heaven. Um, Finding out that I was pregnant with that baby and being scared, of course, and then being excited because it's a blessing to be pregnant and then losing that child. That was so hard. So then when I got pregnant with my oldest here, earthbound, it was so scary. It was that fear just really packed down on me, and I feel like the more pregnant I was, the scared I was. And then you think you're scared, then you think you have fear then, and then once they get here, then it's a whole bunch of other fears. You're like, fearing, are they, especially my oldest, like I remember bringing him home, like I slept with one eye open, like making sure he was breathing. And babies, they breathe weird. So oh my goodness, I had so many sleepless nights and so much fear. um and I feel like that's like a trait that us moms keep with us. Like we know it's not of God to be fearful, um, but it's just something that we make excuses for, and we just love our children so much. So and um, I don't even know. It's really hard. Fear is one that is super tough to um to deal with because we are always worrying about our children. I know I am. And then as they get older, you got different worries. Right now, you're like worried, like, oh shoot, hopefully they don't, get hurt. Well, I got ones that are running around, so hopefully they don't get hurt jumping on the trampoline or whatever they're doing. That's what I worry about. But then once they start to drive, that's a whole nother worry. So trusting in God and trusting that God loves our children even more than we do. And we love our children, y'all. I can't even say a number, but God loves them even more than that. He knows their hairs, amount of hairs on their heads. So yeah, it's it's tough out here. It's that worry is crazy. I know. And I like reflecting back after coming from a theme park. Y'all know the Jurassic Park ride where the dinosaur he's like roaring and he's like right in front of you and you're super scared and then you drop. And I knew that I was riding that ride with my sons and I knew what was coming up, but it still shocked me, that drop. And so got scared, which got my oldest scared because I was holding on to him and my husband was holding on to my youngest. I got scared and was like, "Whoo, that drop!" It got me because I hadn't been on the drop in a minute. And so I got scared and I screamed, and I think my scream scared him even more. And so, yeah, I definitely got to work on what I'm fearful of and not allowing that to get on my kids. I know the roller coaster situation is kind of like, a small little piece of worry there, but even the little things can truly impact them. And that's like one tangible example that I can remember, like right off the bat, like something that recently happened that because I was scared, I put that fear on my kids. And so I got to work on being brave myself so that I can pass that trait along to them. And then, so equipping our children from the inside out. What is the greatest treat to your children? What what is the greatest threat? I said treat, y'all. What is the greatest threat to your child's well-being? Counter to what many parents fear is not their surroundings or external influences. The Bible tells us a child's greatest danger comes from within his or her own heart. The heart is deceitful above all things and beyond cure. Who can understand it? Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 9. The best action we can take to protect our children is to teach them about God. He alone can change hearts and save our children from themselves. When they embrace Jesus as their Savior, uh, 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 17. So make it a priority to pray with your children. Explore the Bible stories and memorize verses together. Point to God in everything you do and see. And teach your kids to protect their heart from anything that would draw them away from God. Above all else, guard your heart from everything you do flows from it. That is so important. Yeah, definitely guarding your heart, putting on full armor. Um, is definitely a way to combat that fear. I know, like, the thing that I am most grateful for and that I want to pass down to my children is just loving them and helping them to know the Lord. Um, I mean, all the gifts and tangible objects that my parents gave me, experiences that they provided for me. I am truly grateful for those things, but it ain't nothing like knowing the Lord. And for those days that is super tough, being able to call on Him. And I'm so thankful that they took me to church, taught me to pray, and definitely centered our house on the Lord. It definitely helped me to become who I am. And when I get super fearful and scared, I know to call on Him. I just got to do it more in those, little things. I got to do it in the little things, not just when it's like a true scare or something bad that truly happened. It shouldn't just be in those instances. It should be in the little things too. So I am gonna definitely work on that and work on that with my kids and um, praying more. And that should have been something that I had told my son when we went down that roller coaster. When we went down that ride, yeah, definitely pray God will protect you. I remember I was telling him because after that he was scared to like do anything else. Um, I should have told him, like, I was like, mommy got you, but God got you more than mommy got you. And I was thinking that, but I don't know why I didn't say anything because I'm like, I wouldn't let anything happen to you, but some things are out of my control. But God, God can definitely change things and turn it around and protect us more than our parents can, more than anybody who on this earth can. He got us. He got us. He got us. He got us. We call upon the angels to surround us and protect us and keep us. So that prayer is so important. So important. So important. Let's see. So I guess I can like say the points. So the first point is to equip your children from the inside out. The second one is the art and science of letting go. And then it says, number one, growing up, the natural progression to school and independence. For the first 2 years of kindergarten, 2 weeks of kindergarten, my older daughter cried every day at lunch because she missed me. My aching mommy heart longed to yank her out of school and indulge her in chocolate ice cream cones in the safety of our fenced backyard. But I didn't. Why? Because the less she leans on me, the more she'll learn to lean on God. And that's the ultimate goal of parenting. Those who trust in themselves are fools, but those who walk in wisdom are kept safe. Yeah, that is so good. That is so good. And then let's see. It says, worry woman learning to lean on God means giving our children room to grow and stumble. But doing so, we set the example that mom depends on God first to take care of them. It's not easy. If any of you lack wisdom, you should ask God, who gives generously to all without finding fault, and it will be given to you. James chapter 1, verse 5. Um, alrighty. So that's a good passage there. And then it's the second point she makes is decision making, empowering our kids to make wise choices. She said, as my daughter grows, I'm learning to let them make their own choices, even when worry woman disagrees. She calls this dirty villain worry woman. Like one memorable Saturday, for example, at the grocery store. Mom, can I get a watermelon, please, please, please? I love watermelon. My then 6-year old spied a crate of numerous melons in the center of the produce aisles. She collapsed her hand in the front of her chest, pleading. And I said, sure, we can get them watermelon. If you promise me you're going to eat it. I will. Can I pick one? Okay. Now you need to understand, I'm really picky about fruits. Grapes must be firm, apples must be green stem, bananas must be slender, watermelons must be smooth, sun-ripe skin. So when my daughter reached in for the ugliest, poke-marked, asymmetrical yellow watermelon in the pile, I cringed. You like that one? I raised my eyebrows. Yeah, Mom, I want this watermelon. I hovered over the crate for a few seconds, dropped my jaw to halfway to object, then clamped it and exhaled hard through my nose. I helped my daughter lift her choice into the cart and wheeled towards the bakery aisle without looking back. It's only a watermelon after all. Not a car, not a college or a husband. Can't hurt to let her pick her own fruit, right? Might even help. Blessed are those who finds wisdom, those who gain understanding, for she is more profitable than silver and yields better returns than gold. She is more precious than rubies. Nothing you desire can compare with her. Long life is in her right hand, in her left hand are riches and honor. Her ways are pleasant. Her ways are pleasant ways, and her paths are peace. She is a tree of life, and those who take hold of her, those who hold her fast, will be blessed. Proverbs 3, uh, verses 13 through 18. Our kids will make a lot of choices in their lifetimes. What clothes to wear, with friends to hang out with, whether you say yes or no to drugs. I have I have opinions about these things, of course, and in some cases, my opinion dictate rule for my children to follow. But eventually, their decisions won't be under my sole influence or happening under my roof. When that time comes, I hope and pray to God they'll do the right thing. But how? How will our children learn to make wise choices if we constantly make their decisions for them? Yes, a watermelon is only a watermelon, but that moment, it was such, it was so much more. It was an opportunity to show my daughter that her decision matters. So that is super good. Hi, John. Hi, Terry. Hi, Shalom. I'm doing good. How are you? Greetings, everyone. Greetings, everyone. Stephen asks, did I find any difficulties during my second birth? So, not really. I had read this book that really equipped me with like really trusting in God. And the book is called Supernatural Childbirth, and I highly recommend it. But yeah, with my second birth, the doctors didn't even believe that I was getting ready to have birth. I mean, of course, I feared miscarriage. But it was a lot better than my first one because I had just had that miscarriage once I fell pregnant with him. But yeah, that book helped me tremendously and um, gave me a lot more peace in the second birth and in the third. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, this one. Number three, allow dad to be dad. Relinquish, relinquishing, I cannot say that. Relinquishing control to a co parent. Worry woman's little control issue can cause her to question the orchestrate everything her kids do. This controlling attitude can easily trickle down to other people involved in caring for her children, namely their father. Yeah, remember that guy? Is your husband's parenting style different from yours? You're not alone. In a survey of women within my circle, 85% agreed that their parenting approach doesn't exactly gel with dads. My husband and I agree our family values and for our kids, long-term goals for our kids, but when it comes to the smaller tasks and trials of raising children, we can be as different as apples and kumquats. Different does not mean wrong. Mm, this is y'all. I needed this. In fact, at the risk of um, I don't even know, at the risk of spurring you to hurl some of those rotten kumquats my way, I might suggest it's ever so possible that dad's idea might even be better than mom's. Don't believe me? Take a little peek into my household on the day I first discovered Worry Woman's know it all side. Mom, where are my brown shoes? My older daughter, 4 years old at the time, skipped into the kitchen where I was griddling pancakes for breakfast. I took one look at her and nearly flipped a flapjack to the floor. Did Dad choose your outfit today? Behold, a stunning young redhead wearing camouflage overalls and a wrinkled pink t-shirt for the summer, cast off pile in winter. And are those blue socks I see? Pretty. Well, actually, she explained, he let me pick it myself. Ugh. It's not the overalls. We're awful. I've never been a high fashion mom, and I encourage creative expression. But on this particular day, we were headed to a birthday party and went at which our parents would be present. You know, parents who dress their children in coordinated old Navy outfits. I kind of wanted to be one of those. Was my dilemma. I do I change my daughter's clothes and risk offending my husband who had already approved the camouflage? Or do I let it slide and simply appreciate that dad was making a genuine effort to help? I'd say I I'd say I took the holy road, but would this be an interesting story if I had done things right the first time? No. I gently suggested to my preschool fashionista that maybe she need to wear her lovely purple dress hanging in her dresser. Her dad caught wind of the suggestion. Dad, mom says I can't wear this. And let's just say it was not one of my finger family moments. As the daytime as the dates as the daytime at home parent, I have a system and a routine for getting through my day. My husband supports my role and my familiarity with our girls, what they eat and when they sleep, which library book is the latest favorite, and so on. He seeks my input and my guidance. Shouldn't I respect his? Proverbs chapter 1, verse 8 through 9 says, Listen, my son, to your father's instructions, and do not forsake your mother's teaching. They are garland and grace, your head and a chain to adorn your neck. They are a garland to grace, your head and a chain to adorn your neck. This tells me that fathers and mothers are in the game together. For kids who for kids with two caring, well-intended parents in their lives, the wisdom from each is valuable. When we moms try to control child rearing decisions and squelch at our husband's input, we are effectively denying our children of blessings their father was designed to impact. Yikes. So that's really good. Let's see what she says. Um, um, it says, so what if their clothes don't match and they're eating donuts instead of pancakes? My children are ridiculously happy and dearly loved by their amazing dad. Therefore, I'm grateful. Definitely need to impact that more. Hi, Sandy. Thank you so much, Abraham. I love your name. Thank you. Thank you. Is fear the opposite of faith? Is another discussion under this um, book, and definitely um, fear is the opposite of faith. So yeah, we need to definitely strengthen our faith, trust in God. Remember that we are King's kids, and that the King has it. God got it. He got it. And to release that control, I definitely need to work on that in areas of my life. And reading this and reflecting back on this, um, I will definitely work on recognizing when that fear creeps up. Hi, Howard. I'm doing good. How are you? Our strongest weapon against worry. Um, let's see. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding, and always submit to Him, and He will make your path straight. Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5 through 6. I've come to realize that infertility taught me to trust God in ways I hadn't before. In all my years of leaning on my own understanding, I was missing a deeper connection to the giver of all things. Yes, waiting on a baby was painful, but in the process, I gained a stronger relationship with God, which is arguably the greater prize. Our younger daughter arrived 12 days after her big sister's third birthday, and I've been hooked on that little critter since the very start. She drained my energy and warms my soul. And I didn't sleep. Baby number 2 was a much better sleeper than our firstborn. I like to say God threw us a bone the second time around, a reward for our patience and faith. Does God have you waiting? Does God have you in a waiting place? Are you wondering it seems silent, why he seems silent or stubborn or flat out wrong? Trust him. And when you do, worry woman has no place to dig her heels. Trust slays the villain every time. So trust in God, trust in him, lean not in our own understanding whenever fear tries to keep in, that worry woman tries to keep in, that other villain. Definitely, definitely trust in him, and she won't have no place to go, no place to dig her heels. I like how she said that. Commit everything you do to the Lord. Trust him, and he will help you. Psalms 37, verse 5. So yeah, y'all. Let's work on worrying. Not let's work on worrying. Yeah, let's work on worrying less and recognizing when worry starts to creep in. In the previous week, we were recognizing when that dirty villain of um, the dirty villain of like the Incredible Hulk. I don't remember what she named her dirty villain. The Grouch on the couch tries to creep in. I named mine Vicious. I just gave mine a different name. I wonder what I should name this worrying one. I'm gonna have to give her a name. Comment below if y'all have some ideas, but I want to name my own. So, got Vicious, which is like the mean one, the one that wants to attack, especially at night, and this worrying one. Maybe Storm. I think I'm gonna name her Storm. Yeah, I'm gonna recognize when Storm tries to keep it creep in, and I guess because you people get scared of Storm, so I think that'll be a good name. When Storm tries to creep in, should I name her Storm? I don't know. I don't know. I'm thinking about Storm, but we will see. Hi, Rosemary. Thank you so much for stopping by. Yeah, let's work on stopping that worry from creeping in our lives, whether you're a mom or not. Whatever it is, worry can definitely creep in. So let's worry less because God got us. He knows the plans He has for us, and He has it all figured out. So we should have nothing to worry about. We should just rest in Him and allow Him to carry us through life and let Him just hold us in His hands. He has us. So do you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Pierce. Thank you. So, yes. Thank y'all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I came on this live stream, y'all. It was not easy to show up today, but I feel like the best things that happen in life are in the uncomfortable places. So I am here today. I definitely didn't feel like showing up today, but we got here, and once we got here, now it feels amazing to just be able to reflect on this book, be here, get it done, be able to recognize another villain that we can stomp down through the week, the following week, and even today. So, yeah, I pray that y'all have a blessed day. Thank you so much for stopping in on our live stream. Um, I truly appreciate it. I'm trying to grow this channel, so definitely subscribe if you have not. And I'm so thankful that everyone who showed up and showed out. I appreciate it. And yeah, let's work on this worry this week. I hope y'all have a blessed week, a blessed weekend, wherever you are located. And yeah, y'all have a good one. Bye, everyone. Bye bye.